Our X Factor workouts, we work on things. We do exercises that might help us get faster. Bouncy things, things that we snap with, like the rubber band type stuff, elasticity, power, big split sprinters split their knees, split their thighs when they run. Whereas like when I'm running a marathon, I'm not exactly splitting my thighs. The difference between sprinting and distance running is the big split, getting big in the front, getting big in the front. And then we hardwire. Hardwire to me just means habit forming. We want to create habits. That's why we don't ever jog. Never take a warm-up lap. We never run more than 200 meters in practice, in track. This is the type of stuff, I'm not going to show you all these. I call this an air lunge. Big split, snap, bounce, all kinds of good things. Stop doing shit that makes you slow. We don't do tempo work. I'm not saying the tempo is wrong. I'm just telling you it can be, you can stop doing it. Like this makes me want to throw up, you know, because there's no bounce, no snap, no big split, no power, but they're really forming habits. That's bad habits though. Looks like those silhouettes, right? Those beautiful looking athletes, they've checked out, their eyes are closed. Hell, they're probably starting practice doing this. Starting practice. Marcellus Moore trained 1/10 the volume of the guys he's kicking their ass because he's faster than they are in the 400. I mean, he's faster than they are, so no matter how hard they work, they can't beat him. So get your guys fast. It's almost like you're getting them in shape, like game shape. Number 9, measure what matters. Record, rank, publish. When I first started doing this in 1999, I would tape the stuff to the walls, and the popularity of that wall, it was pretty intense. I mean, cats love, this gamifies practice. Gamify practice could be two different things. Make it more like a game in practice. You remember those times when coach put the ball in the 10? Said we're going to try to score 4 times from the 10. I mean, that was exciting. It was like a game. Like this is like really football now. Or the other thing is to keep score. Train and keep score. Record, rank, and publish. And then number 10 is encouragement. This is really general, of course, but encouragement is something that there's not enough of. I am on a crusade against the entire world that talks about kids these days and these awful kids after COVID and how 70% of the kids are entitled brats and they don't pay attention, they don't care. I'm like, they need you the most. They need you the most. I mean, those kids that you love to teach or love to coach, they're going to be fine without you. They had great parents, they were read to as kids, they had money, they had nutrition. They don't need you. It's those kids that you hate that need you the most. My dad was one of those kids. Born in a tent, government housing. Both parents made it through the 3rd grade. 3rd grade. Hard workers. Like working poor. One of 5 kids, an unwanted child, unsupervised, but he was a pretty good little athlete. And when he was in 15 in 1950, he met this man here, his basketball coach. And this guy right here was born in 1895 and was a World War I veteran. World War I, not D-Day, World War I. No, he was 49 years old at D-Day. But this guy did 2 things that changed my dad's life. Maybe 3. First of all, he was like a father. He was like a father that my dad never had. But when my dad was 15, he must have impressed his coach, and the coach gave him a basketball and said, "Holler, you're going to be one of my great ones. Wear this thing out." Kids don't hear that enough. Remember, he wasn't one of the A students. He wasn't one of the kids that was read to. His parents went to the 3rd grade. And then when he's a senior, back then in the 1950s, only 1 out of 14 kids went to college. 1 out of 14. Crazy, huh? But he said, Howard, where are you going to go to college? And Coach, I'm not going to college. He said, yes, you are. And he made sure. He says, not only going to go to college, but you're going to be a teacher and a coach. Pretty cool, huh? So, strangely, I am the same age as his coach was when he died. His coach died on the bench coaching a game at the age of 65. As he's being hauled out on the stretcher, there's a newspaper article from 1960. It said, some lady said, there goes the greatest man Decatur has ever known. Dead. My dad used to say, I want to die on the bench. Whew, crazy. He died last January. He had a rough last 8 years. Died at 88. He died on my mom and dad's 66th wedding anniversary. But I think that Gay Kentner lives on through me. I believe that. And the thing that I want you to think about tonight is, will people be talking about you 65 years from now? Some will. I never met that guy. But I always thought that Dad was a bridge from his coach to me. Now I'm a bridge. And that's why I do these crazy things. So you never know when that encouragement's going to make the difference in a kid's life. When my dad went to college, one of the good things that happened to him is he met a girl that was valedictorian, a freshman, and he was a senior, valedictorian of her high school class. That's my mom. He married a smart girl. Probably wouldn't have married, if he would have been a construction worker, probably wouldn't have been married to the same type of person. Cool stuff. And as educators and coaches, we have a chance to do this stuff every day. Every day. We can make a difference in, I know that sounds cheesy, make a difference in a kid's life. But we really can. We really can.